guys, welcome to my video. I am Erika Gernale from BSN 1A. So for today, we will be discussing on what is the digestive system, its functions, and how does it work in a human body. So let's start.
The digestive system consists of three questions. What is digestive system? What is its function? How does it work in a human body? This chapter deals with the anatomy of the digestive system. The organs of the digestive system together perform a vital function, that of preparing food for absorption and for use by the millions of body cells. Most food when eaten is in a form that cannot reach the cells because it cannot pass through the intestinal mucosa into the bloodstream, nor could it be used by the cells even if it could reach them. It must therefore be modified in both chemical composition and physical state, the complete process of ingested food material so that it can be absorbed and used by the body cells is called the digestion. This complex process is the function of both the digestive tract and accessory organs that make up the digestive system. The digestive system is a group of organs working together to convert food into energy and basic nutrients to feed the entire body. The food passes through a long tube inside the body known as the alimentary canal or the gastrointestinal tract. The alimentary canal is made up of mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestines, and the large intestines. It has also the important accessory organs, includes the teeth, tongue, salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas. The primary function of this is to bring essential nutrients into the internal environment so they are available to each cell of the body. It uses various mechanisms, like complex foods must first be taken into the process called ingestion. Ingestion is a process of taking food into the mouth, starting it on its journey through the digestive tract. Complex nutrients are broken down into simpler nutrients that gives the system a process of digestion. Digestion is a group of processes that break complex nutrients into simpler ones, breaking down the ingested food. Breakdown of large molecules into small molecules requires secretion of the digestive enzymes. Secretion is the process of releasing the digestive juices. After being digested, nutrients are ready for the process of absorption or movement through the GI mucosa into internal environment. Absorption is the movement of digested nutrients through the gastrointestinal mucosa into the internal environment. The material that is not absorbed must then be excreted to make room for more material, a process known as elimination. Elimination is excretion of the residues of digestive process or feces from the rectum through the anus, defecation. All these activities must be coordinated in the process of regulation. Regulation is a coordination of digestive activity, includes the motility, secretion, and etc. It is the primary mechanisms of the digestive system: the ingestion, digestion, motility, secretion, absorption, and elimination. This is the organs of the digestive system and where it is located. For now, I will illustrate to you first the organs of the digestive system and its location before we proceed on what is its important roles in a human body. First is we have here the mouth or the oral cavity. After the mouth or the oral cavity is the tongue. Next is the salivary glands, or also known as the saliva, consists of three glands: the parotid gland, it is located here, the sublingual gland, which is located here, and the submandibular gland located here. Next is we have the pharynx. It is located under the submandibular gland. Next is the esophagus. As you can see, it is a long tube. For this is where the food goes to the other organs of the digestive system. After the esophagus, we have the stomach. We have the liver, the pancreas, the spleen, the gallbladder, and next is the small intestine. Consists of the duodenum, jejunum, and the ileum. If there is the small intestine, we also have the large intestine. We have the transverse colon, descending colon, ascending colon, cecum, sigmoid colon, rectum, appendix. Transverse colon is located here. Descending colon here. The ascending colon is here. The cecum is here. Sigmoid colon is here. Rectum and the appendix. And the last parts of the last part of the digestive system is the anus, or also known as the anal canal. The organs that helps the digestive system are the following: mouth, saliva, pharynx, esophagus, pancreas, liver, gallbladder, small intestines, large intestines, and the anus. Mouth is also called the oral cavity. It is the beginning of the digestive tract. In fact, digestion starts here when taking the first bite of food. Chewing or the mastication process breaks the food into pieces that are more easily digested. Salivary gland is a various glands that discharge a fluid secretion, and especially saliva, into the mouth cavity, and in humans comprise large compound racemose gland, including the parotid glands, sublingual glands, and the submandibular glands. Pharynx is the part of the throat behind the mouth and nasal cavity, and above the esophagus and the larynx. The tube goes down to the stomach and then goes to the lungs. Esophagus is the tube that connects the pharynx with the stomach. The esophagus lies between the trachea or windpipe and the spine. Esophagus is also known as the gullet or the swallowing tube. The stomach secretes acid and enzymes that digest food. Regions of muscle tissue is called the Rogue line of the stomach. The stomach muscles contract periodically, churning food to enhance the digestion process. Pancreas is a gland organ. It is located in the abdomen. It produces insulin and other important enzymes and hormones to help break down food. Enzymes or digestive juices are secreted by the pancreas into the small intestines. Liver processes the nutrients absorbed from the small intestines, plays an important role in digesting the fats. Liver breaks down and secretes many drugs. A gallbladder is a small storage organ located inferior and posterior to the liver. It is small in size. The gallbladder stores bile that enters it by way of the hepatic and the cystic ducts. Small intestine, or also known as the small bowel, is an organ in the gastrointestinal tract where most of the end absorption of nutrients and minerals that was from food takes place. A large intestine, which is also known as the large bowel,
It is absorbed the water and the remaining waste materials is stored as feces being removed by the defecation. An anus, or also known as the anal canal, is the last part of the digestive tract. It is surrounded by the sphincter muscles that are important in allowing control of the stool. The main organs of the digestive system form a tube that goes all the way through the ventral cavities of the body. It is open at both ends. This tube is usually referred to as the alimentary canal tract. The term gastrointestinal tract refers only to the stomach and the intestines. It is important to realize that ingested food material passing through the lumen of the GI tract is actually outside the internal environment of the body. In the process of digestion, we have first the mouth. The mouth is where food enters the digestive system. Mechanical digestion is done by chewing or uses the mastication process to make food into small pieces. Chemical digestion is begun by amylase found in saliva. The amylase that was found in saliva causes carbohydrates to break down those simple sugars that comes from food. Next, salivary glands. It is an accessory glands in the mouth that produce saliva. It contains amylase breakdown from carbohydrates. Saliva contains lysozyme. Lysozyme is an enzyme that kills bacteria. This helps to destroy bacteria that may come in food. When you swallow food, it goes to your mouth down to esophagus. Esophagus is a muscular tube that connects the mouth and the stomach. You can't feel it because it is located behind the trachea. Once food is swallowed, it is called the bolus. This bolus is moved by rhythmic contractions of the muscles in the esophagus called peristalsis. From this point, it pushes the food towards the stomach. At the end of the esophagus is the stomach. Stomach is a hollow organ or container that holds food while it is being mixed with enzymes that continues the process of breaking down food into a usable form. Cells in the lining of the stomach secrete a strong acid and powerful enzymes that are responsible for the breakdown process. Protein also is digested in the stomach. The food released from the stomach into the intestines is called chyme. Chyme is a thick semi-fluid mass of partially digested food and digestive secretions that is formed in the stomach and intestine during the digestion. The pyloric sphincter is a muscular valve that opens to allow the food to pass from the stomach down to the small intestine. After the stomach is the small intestines. The muscle of small intestines is mixed food with digestive juices from the pancreas, liver, and intestine and push the mixture forward for further digestion. The walls of the small intestine absorb water and also the digested nutrients to go to your bloodstream. After to the small intestines, it will go to the pancreas. Pancreas is an accessory organ to small intestine. It creates two groups of hormones. First is the insulin. It decreases the blood sugar level. The hormones that work in an opposite direction is called the glucagon, which increases the blood sugar level. The pancreas releases the wholes of enzymes to finish breaking down of foods that was being taken. Next to the pancreas is the liver. Liver is an accessory organ to small intestine also that produces bile, a mix of lipids and salts that break down droplets of fat so that the enzymes of the small intestine can break fat apart, allowing them to be absorbed by the villi. Villi is a singular vellus
are small finger-like structures in the small intestine. They help to absorb digested food. Each vellus has microvilli which increase the surface area of the intestinal walls. A larger surface area allows nutrients to be taken in more quickly. At the end of the small intestine is the large intestine. Large intestine or the colon helps removes water from the indigestible materials that leave the small intestine. At this point, during the large intestine or your colon, the body is working on recovering the water that is put into the digestion process.
So that was the process of the digestive system on how it is worked in a human body. So I hope you have learned from me. Again, I am Erika Gernale from Biasan 1A. Thank you for watching. Bye!